going to be doing some candle work today. We're going to be just talking about how you can do spells. What you need?
No, put them on the phone.
Oh, so there's like a couple different things I'm going to talk about. I'm going to show you guys how to make a jar. Now, spell work in general is something that you need to consistently do, especially candles. So if you're going to do candles, I feel like candle work is something that you need to consistently do until you get whatever the goal is, or if you want something continuously like money. Every month I do my money work. Every month I do my protection work. But jars, what I like about jars is that you can put a spell in this jar and you don't have to continuously keep doing that spell, because the jar basically contains that spell. Now, what you can do, you can burn candles on top of the jar, which to me just amplifies it. But jars were, oh Lord, it's supposed to be private. All right, yeah, it is supposed to be private. So apparently it went up public. Okay, so we'll just do mine public and then the rest of them will be private. I'll just send out a different link tomorrow because I'm not about to fix it. So yeah, YouTube does that sometimes. It'll like, you'll have the settings one way and it just changes them at the last minute. So, all right, yeah, I'll make the stuff private tomorrow. That's fine. It's fine. I don't care. The rest, y'all workshops tomorrow will be private, and the live stream, I'll make sure that it's private. Okay, but thank you for letting me know. Anyway, it doesn't matter. At least y'all can get like a little tease of what y'all missing. How about that? This is a little preview of what y'all missing, because I'm not selling no more live stream tickets after this. So we'll take that as God's plan. But anyway, jars, like I said, are a way for you to contain a spell. Honestly, candles, in my opinion, are more newer to conjure than jars, because when our ancestors were creating things like hoodoo, jars were needed because they were inconspicuous. You could hide a jar. If, you know, a slave master was to find the jar, they don't know what the fuck it is, okay? Candles is a totally different thing. Back in the day, it wasn't easy for the people who created hoodoo, which is most likely people who are in disenfranchised, slaves like that. They didn't have candles, okay? So, or they didn't have access to candles, because you have to remember it was very expensive to have candles. So jars are actually something, it doesn't have to be necessarily a jar, but any type of container that you can put a spell in, to me, are very powerful, okay? So we're going to talk about a couple different things that you can use to create your jar or to do your candle work, okay? So obviously, if you get a green candle, it doesn't have to be this. I got this from Walmart, okay, guys? These come from Walmart. So these are not like super special candles. This is just stuff that you can do at home. So this is a green candle. This is obviously a luck candle. You can use this for money. You can use this for anything. You can use it for love, okay? Pink is good for love. Pink is good for self-love, which is what we're going to be making today, self-love jars. Pink is good for business as well. You can use it for money, but I really use pink for business more than anything, because it's one thing to have clients, but to have clients that really like you is a whole nother ballgame, okay? Because then you got people that come back, you have people that spend more, that sort of thing. And then the blue candle you can use for protection. Blockbusters are good for blue candles. But today we're going to be using it for protection, because they didn't really have another color that I felt was appropriate. So I'm going to show y'all how to fix one of these candles. I'm going to probably just do the pink candle because it goes along with the self-love jar. But if you want to learn money and stuff like that, just take one of my classes one of these days, okay? But I will say, to do money, you can use mint. This is mint that I grew, okay? So this is mint. This is something you can get from Walmart in the produce section. So if you want to do money work, mint is an herb that is good for several different things. I always use certain herbs because they're like triple or even quadruple threats, meaning like mint is good for beauty, mint is good for love, mint is good for money, and mint is also good for protection. So what I mean by beauty, like if you want to manifest certain looks, like you can look a certain way. So like, for instance, my jar that I'm about to make is about to be my skin, because I've been having a lot of like weird issues with my skin. I know where that's coming from. We ain't gonna talk about that. But so you can use mint for that. So I say get mint because you can use it for more than one spell, okay? Then you have lemongrass. Lemongrass is good for money. Lemongrass is good for luck, fame. It's also good for protection, okay? Lemongrass is another one that you can use in pretty much everything, so you should keep it. These are cinnamon sticks. I just got these from Walmart. Cinnamon is good for money, can be used for love, beauty. Cinnamon can really be used for anything, but money, love, beauty. Then rose Rose is obviously for love, obviously for beauty. You can use it for money, but I mean, I don't use it for money, but you can, I guess. And then mugwort. Mugwort is protection. You just get mugwort. I don't care. Mugwort is not one of those things that you use for different spells, but to me is one of the most effective at protection. Okay, I don't care if you feel like you got bad spirits, if you got bad people, bad energy. Mugwort is very, very good for that. Okay. And then this is some whole anise. This is good for beauty work. This is good for luck, anise. And you can use star anise too. But it's good for, really good for luck, money, and beauty. Okay, so these are the herbs that you can get, that you can use these herbs for anything that I'm about to do today. So you can just get these and be like, okay, I don't need to have a bunch of herbs. Now, if you want to start like growing your, what am I trying to say? Like, if you're trying to like start using different herbs, branch out, you can do that. But these herbs that I just showed you are ones that you can use for anything that I'm trying to do. You don't have to branch out if you don't want to, but if you want to learn more, I will send screenshots of the books that I use to those who purchase the live stream tickets. I was going to do that anyway. So the 2 books, I only use 2 books. I post them on my story all the time, but there's a Llewellyn's, the oil book, and you can get it off Amazon. It's called Llewellyn's, like, formulary, or I'll show you guys. And then there's a green book. It's like a hoodoo book. Okay, so if you want to get those 2 books, that's all you really need. That's the only things I use. Okay, you can get witch hazel or Florida water. I don't have Florida water right now, but you can use witch hazel if you want to like clean your candles. This is also good for protection, the protection jar, if you want to do that. So for a protection jar, you can use mugwort and witch hazel, put it in a jar, boom, you're good. You can also add mint if you want to the protection jar. Okay, so for like a self-love jar, this is like a glamour oil that I got from Luna. You can use like a love oil, you can use a self-love oil, you can use rose. That's going to help you for a self-love jar. That's also going to help you for a love jar if you're trying to like attract new love, if you're trying to reconcile with someone, if you're trying to get your person to be nicer to you, whatever. Okay, you can also use honey in that jar. The protection jar, don't use honey. Okay, for the protection jar, you can use witch hazel. All right, money jar, you can use mint, you can use cinnamon, you can also use lemongrass if you want. You can use anise and honey. The reason why you're going to use honey in your money jar is because it sweetens your money. And by sweetening your money, you start to get more money. People start to give you money, more and more of it. So using sweeter jars, I swear by money jars. Money jars were my first introduction into spell work, and I still have my money jar from like 2019 or something. Like I make new ones, but I still have my same one and I still use it. Okay, so these are baths that I use. You can use baths as well. So any of these herbs that I talked about, if you want to put those in your baths, that helps. You can do a lot in a bath. Okay, like you can really conjure a lot with a bath. So this one is like one of my prosperity baths, and this one has like marigold in it, and it has what is it, goldenrod, and I think it might have some like anise in it too. Yeah, it has like anise and basil in it. So this one is good for prosperity. So I just showed you 3 different ways that you can manifest. Okay, candles, jars, and baths. Okay, so what we're gonna do right now is make a jar. So what type of jar, I'm not gonna tell y'all who's saying what, because it's none of y'all business. What type of jar do you want to make? Money. You want a money jar. Because, all right, so the herbs we have, we can make a fame jar, we can make a protection jar, we can make a love jar, money jar, self-love jar. But you want money.
Yes.
Okay. All right, so I would recommend is the mint, the lemongrass, and you can use the cinnamon, and also put some mugwort in it because you want to protect your money, okay? And then you're going to add honey. So you can go ahead and get started on your jar. What type of jar do you want to make?
I want to make a money jar.
A money jar? Okay, well, when she done with them, you can pass them herbs right over on to her. All right, we're going to have y'all 2 do that. And,
Serve them out? Just...
yeah, whatever you want to put in there. You don't, and that's another thing with your jars, you don't have to put a whole bunch of stuff in it. Because, like, again, these were created at a time when our ancestors did not have a lot of resources. Hoodoo is a very old way of manifesting that was created when we didn't have a lot of resources. So I think that a lot of people overdo hoodoo because they think it has to be this complicated thing. It can be. Once you start making money and once you start having access to other things, of course, start to amp up your work, of course. but don't be afraid to like do the tried and true methods, okay? So yeah, she's over there talking to her herbs. That's another thing you can do. Speak life into your jar. And I'm gonna let them do that, and then I'm gonna start working on a beauty jar, because like I said, I really want to work on my skin, because that's why I've been using filters so much, because I don't usually use filters, but I've been using filters for like the last year or so, which I've been kind of open about it, is because I've been struggling with my skin. But that's for a whole nother reason that I'll talk about on another video. There's a reason for that, but yeah. So for me, I'm gonna do the goldenrod, because goldenrod is actually naturally good for the skin. It's actually, so that's another thing you'll have to notice with herbs. What are their health properties? Okay, so goldenrod specifically is really good for anti-inflammation, especially for the skin. It's really good for breakouts and stuff like that. So even if a herb has like a medicinal property, it's still going to be good for the magical property that you're trying to do. So I'm going to use goldenrod obviously for my skin. Even the marigold is good for your skin. Just FYI, anything yellow is good for your skin. Anything yellow is good for your skin because it clears the kidneys. If you want to take it as a tea, or if you want to put it on your face, like even dandelion is good for the skin. And I learned that from Jessica. Shout out to Jessica. But yeah, so I'm going to add some goldenrod in mine, which I don't know if I told you all my story about goldenrod, but me and goldenrod are in love now. We have a thing. Okay. I'm going to add some mint, because like I said, mint is good for beauty. Okay. Add some mint up in here. And I'm going to add some lemongrass, because why not? You know, I'm going to add some in here. And I think I want to put some cinnamon. Cinnamon is good to also get your work moving. So any type of spicy, like cinnamon or allspice is really good for that type of work, to get your work going. And then I'm going to add some mugwort, because I want to protect my skin, and I also want to protect my skin from haters, because there's some haters out there in the world that don't like my skin. Feel some type of way about it for some fucking reason, okay? So I'm actually going to add a little bit of witch hazel to mine, because witch hazel is really good for the face, okay? Now, oh, sorry. I want to put it, I didn't came out way faster than I expected. Then there's one more thing I wanted to add, rose, okay. Roses, because roses is really good for beauty. So I'm telling you guys, like if you want to work on self-love jars, or you want to work on love jars, beauty jars, get rose. You can even use hibiscus, okay? Red, anything red is usually good for love work or like beauty work. And then I'm going to add Luna's Glamour Oil. So Luna gave me this Glamour Oil at my brunch. You guys should check out, I think she's having an oil special this month. You guys should check out her oil special. Her oils are really good. They smell really good and they work. She gave me another one. I can't remember what it's called, but it goes with this oil. See, it smells good. It smells good to me. I don't know. Y'all know I have an addiction to smelling stuff, so don't even act like y'all don't know I don't be smelling stuff. All right, so I'm going to add some of her Glamour Oil in there. And last but not least, I'm going to add some honey, because again, I want to sweeten something up, which is my face. So my face is already sweet, but we can make it sweeter. And then you don't have to add a whole bunch of honey. And if you don't want to use honey, you can use brown sugar. You can use regular sugar. You can actually use molasses as well, especially in a money jar, because molasses moves faster, or syrup. It moves faster than honey. So if you want to use a different type of sweetener in your money work, you can do that. Honey is just like tried and true, so I just like honey. And what I would normally do is write a petition and put what I want. You don't have to write a petition at all. You don't have to write anything. Like I said, intention is enough, but if you want to write a specific goal, you can write that and put it in your jar, okay? So this is my beauty jar right here. Boom, we made that. Let me see yours. Let me see what you got going on. Okay, little cute, little,
little bit of money, don't I?
cute little money jar. Cute. But see, what you can do is, because you still got to take this home to the airport. So when you get home, you can always add stuff into it. You can add money, like literally cut up money. You can add more stuff to it. You know what I'm saying? But this is good. It works. Little money jar. Okay, let me see yours. Oh, I ain't got a little cinnamon in there, girl. Yes. It'll smell like a gingerbread house.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, period. So we got a little money jar made. You see how it's not a whole bunch in it? Mine looks like it's more because I have witch hazel in it. So, you know, the witch hazel's pushing the honey up. But
We didn't want to use up all your stuff.
no, it's fine. I brought it for this. This is why I brought it. I thought TSA was going to stop me. I thought they was going to think I was smuggling some shit. But yeah, so we got little money jars. Now, how do you work the jars is the question that I get the most. You don't have to do anything, to be honest with you. And I've had people tell me that they have used my jar and don't do shit with it, and it works. Like, I wish Elle was on here right now because she just raves about my jars. Like, she just be hitting me up, like, every other day telling me, like, since I got your jars, da-da-da. So, what you can do if you feel like you need to do something with it, which is fine, because I do burn candles on my jars. You don't have to. And sometimes I don't. Sometimes I don't. But if I feel like I want a little extra boost, I'll just go ahead and take a candle. Now, you can just burn a regular candle on here, or you can fix your candle. And what is a fixed candle? Fixed candles, you clean your candle either with, you can use witch hazel. I recommend Florida water. Okay. Again, I couldn't get a hold of it. For some reason, they didn't have it. They said they did, but whatever. Once you clean your candle, you can add your oil. I'm going to add the Glamour oil. I also have some, another oil I'm going to add. I have Lala's oil, her Savage oil. So I'm going to add that in here. Boom. And then you can pretty much just take the same herbs that you added in your jar and put them in your candle. So you add some roses in there. With this type of candle, don't put a whole bunch of herbs in it because it's not going to burn that well if you stuff it too much. Now, there are actual candles that are spiritual candles that are bigger than these. You know what I'm saying? So you can put a little bit more in them. But with these small candles, like the ones you get from Walmart, don't put like too much in it. All right, so that's that. And then you're going to clear your wick out. Like, you don't want to have anything near the wick. You see how there's nothing near that wick? Because if you do have something during the wick, like near the wick, it's just going to burn your herbs up, which defeats the purpose. You want your herbs to burn down with your wax, okay? So you don't want your herbs to burn up right when you start your candle. Defeats the purpose. So then you can light it. If you want to write another petition, and put the petition under your candle, put it on top of there. And petition usually is wrote on like brown parchment paper or like brown paper bag paper, whatever you have around. You can write on regular paper, it doesn't matter. Just make sure the wick is clear. And then, yeah, you can just burn it on top. You can burn it for 7 days. You can burn it for like 30 minutes for 7 days. You know, after every 7 days, just burn it 30 minutes at a day. And I say sit with your candle. Like, think about your intentions. What do you want? Okay, like, you can't be lazy with your conjure. Like, a lot of people think that they can just light something and put a jar together and not do any type of intention work behind it. I don't really believe that. I think even if you put your jar where you can see it every day, so you can at least think about it, like, okay, this is what I'm trying to manifest. Even if I can't work my jar today, that's in my line of view, so I'm thinking, okay, what is that jar trying to manifest? Because intention is really everything. All right, like a lot of times if you tell yourself that something's going to happen, it's going to happen, even if it's bad or good. Okay, so intention has a lot to do with it. So, or if you don't have like anywhere to go like that, you can let it burn down as long as you want. And if you do need to put it out, you don't blow out a fixed candle. You always snuff it out. Okay, you don't blow it out. You put something on top of it. Like, even my boys know that. My boys will not, they don't blow out no candles in my house. They just like, we go put some over it and put it out. But yeah, if you want to write your intentions around your candle, you can do that. But find what works for you, okay? And like I said, this works for your money candle. You can do the same thing with your money jar, your protection jar. People ask me, do you have to replace the jars? It really just depends. Like I said, my money jars, I don't really replace my money jars. If anything, I'll make a new one if I want. If you want to, you can definitely like go to the river or go somewhere, take your contents out and start a new jar. Protection jars, I do believe you should replace every 3 to 6 months. because it's taking in a lot of energy, it's taking in a lot of shit, and you need to replenish that. But you know, if you feel like you need to do a new love jar, if you feel like you need to do that, that's fine. But some of the jars, I feel like, especially with honey, because it preserves things, you don't really necessarily need to do a new jar every month, okay? It's something that, if you feel like, okay, I'm ready to do a new jar, fine. But protection jars, I would say, regularly need to be replenished and changed. Okay, so did y'all have any questions? I see a couple of y'all in the chat, but did y'all have any questions that y'all wanted to know?
No, I just wanted to add to like why I know people probably wonder why I'm talking to my herbs. Like that's probably something that I talk to my herbs because I like to give gratitude to everything before, and then I want it to feel appreciated so that it'll aid me faster. So I'll tell it like, thank you for opening up my finances, or thank you for, you know. So that's something that everybody, like I said, everybody does things different, but for me, I just like to tell my herbs, like, look, I tell it what to do, and then I thank it for doing it.
And that's real, because that's something that I feel like I need to work on more, and even just like scripting. Shout out to Sade. She just talked about this on one of her videos, like scripting things, like being more in that gratitude state, because that kind of already assumes, it's like the law of assumption that it's already done. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, what's up? So yeah, I do need to do that more. And even like talking to your candle, like I've heard that, like a lot of people talk to their candles before they light them and stuff like that. So I do agree with you on speaking over your stuff, definitely.
I do have a question though. Do you burn your petition with the candle that you're burning? So say you're doing like a candle, right? And you write a petition, instead of sticking it underneath it, like do you stick it underneath it for some time and then burn it like with the flame of the candle, or do you burn it after, or do you burn it at all?
It depends on the petition. Like, I usually don't burn them because, like, okay, let's say I'm trying to manifest a new car. I'm going to keep doing that candle. So I'm going to keep that petition. You know what I'm saying? But, like, now let's say I do my work on Etsy for people and they get my spells that I do. I will burn their petition afterwards. You know what I'm saying? Because for the most part, the spell's done. It's done. You know what I'm saying? So it depends on what I'm doing. So if it's something like, I don't know, something that I don't feel like I need to repeat the petition for, because I don't want to keep writing another petition and trying to make it exactly what I said it was going to be the first time. Because when I write my petition, I'm very specific. Like if I want a car, I want this year, this price, I write it very specifically. So I try to keep that petition. But I have burned them. I definitely burn people's when I'm done with them and stuff like that. So yeah.
Do you have to be in a specific energy when you're making your candles?
It depends on, especially love work. I tell people to put on like Mariah Carey. I always put Mariah Carey on when I'm doing love work. If you're doing like self-love work, obviously, like I'm gonna put Meg on when I do my self-love. When I work at my self-love altar, that's another thing that I really wanted to talk about, but I didn't bring the stuff for it because I just didn't want to do too much. But a self-love altar is very, very important. But yeah, if I'm doing self-love work, I'm gonna listen to Meg. If it's like protection work, my ancestors for some reason love go-go music. I know I'm from Maryland, but my family's not originally from Maryland. So I don't know why they have this obsession with go-go. They're from New York. I don't get it, but go-go music is how they feel venerated. So if I'm doing like protection work, I'm going to play go-go music. And that helps you get into certain vibrations. Money, obviously, I'm going to play something that's like about getting that money, like getting bread. So yeah, I definitely believe in being in a certain vibration. I think music helps personally. So that's what I do.
Do you suggest, go ahead.
Is there a certain time of the month that you should make your candles?
So money candles should be done during the new moon, and not after, like 3 days after the full moon, there should be no money work done because the moon is lessening. Anytime, let's just put it this way, whatever you want to manifest, you're going to do it between the new moon and the full moon. Anything you don't want, like let's say you want to banish a hoe, you're going to do that during the full moon to the waning moon because you're telling spirit you don't want it because the moon is lessening at that time. But because think of it as filling up a cup. So if I'm saying I want money, I'm going to fill up that cup. And then let's say I don't want it, I'm going to pour that cup out. So when you're working with the full moon, like let's say you start something on the full moon, that's essentially like pouring that up. But if you're starting something on the new moon, it's like having a complete vessel and saying, okay, I want to pour into this. This is what I want. So money work should not be done during a waning moon. Unless it's an emergency, like I said, And then at that point, use a tea light candle or use one of them little spell candles. Don't do a whole 7 day. Like, if you really need quick emergency funds, that's fine. Do a quick spell. But, like, don't be burning 7 days during waning moons. Protection work should be done during waning moons, especially Saturdays. During waning moons, those are great for banishings, protections. If you want to do like a floor wash, like a protection floor wash, which these herbs can also be used for floor washes as well, which that's a whole nother thing. But I do my floor washes during the waning moon, stuff like that. You know, if it's a protection or banishing. Love work, I try to do it during the new moons as well. Unless it's like I want to get rid of somebody, then obviously I'm going to do it during a different time. That wouldn't really be considered love work. But yeah, so yeah. New moon to full moon, what you want. What you don't want, full moon to that new moon. Don't, you know, that's important. Because I think a lot of people just be doing work at any time. And I mean, certain people's candle, like I know Lala's candle, she said it don't matter. So that's, you know, that's cool. I can't really say, but I would say for like these types of workings, yeah, the moon phase and stuff matters. And it's better to do it on certain days. Like Tuesday is obviously protection. That's the war day. You know what I'm saying? Like Thursday is good for money. Friday is good for love, or Saturday. Saturday can be good for love, but also for me, that's banishings. So, you know, certain days of the week are also more powerful than others to make certain things. You don't have to be on that day, but let's say you're like, oh, I want to do a money spell, and you're planning it. Hey, why not do it on Thursday? During let's say it's a new moon and it's a Thursday, double combo right there. Take that shit. Like I think we had like a really powerful full moon on a Saturday. So I did some banishing work because that's like a great combo. So yeah. Anything else? Do y'all got any questions in the chat before I get off here? Because I did my thing. Like I said, I was just trying to get y'all started on some stuff. Self-love altars. What do you need on a self-love altar? I always believe in putting like 3 of your best pictures. So can I say what again? Can you say it again? What again? But yeah, like I always say put like 3 of your best pictures on there at least. Like, I mean, the pictures that you love on your Instagram, your favorite. Like, that's my favorite. Nah, y'all gonna have to go back and watch it. I said it like 5 times. I said the new moon full thing like 5 times. I don't have to say that again. Y'all can go back and watch it. Because this one's gonna be left up. So y'all can go back and watch it. Self-love altar, I would say like at least 3 of your best pictures. Your goals, like things that you want for yourself, or like affirmations. You can put the notepad on there, like write little sticky notes. This is what I want for myself. You can also do your love work there. You can also do like your beauty work on your self-love altar. Like anything you want to work on for yourself. Like let's say you're trying to do weight loss work, which you can also do. You can do a weight loss jar like this. And like I said, get these books that I'm about to show you guys when I send them in the email. Those books will help you. I bless and activate my herbs too, and tell them what to do. I pray over my candle too before I light it. Yeah, and Chrissy is like Jesus to these hoes when it comes to manifesting. So anything Chrissy say, I do. I don't care if she hit me up and be like, oh, you need to do this. I do it because she's very powerful. So yeah, that's something that I need to work on because I am so impulsive. I just get my shit done. Like I'm a fire witch. I'm like this shit. I don't give a fuck about all that talking. Y'all know what the fuck I want. But I'm starting to try to like slow down and work on that a little bit more. Having that patience with it to say, okay, let me look at every single component of what I'm doing.
Which is so intentional. Like, so you want to just make sure that every piece of it feels that gratitude, because they don't have to help us. The animal spirits don't have to aid us. The herbs don't have to
better
aid
help
us.
me. Shit. I'll knock all this shit over.
Well, can you do it on like family behalf? Like
I do shit. Fuck. Yeah, my family be acting up.
What about if they don't ask you? Can you intervene in somebody?
It depends on what the hell they doing. My sister ass was in the hospital. I sure did. Like Dolores, code 9. Get the fuck over here. Like, because my grandma ain't into this shit. She a Jehovah's Witness, but she know certain things. Like, I had to do protection work on Miles because I was leaving her. Nah, we about to be in here. Come on in. Y'all, I don't care. Certain things, I'ma override because it needs to be done. So like my sister's in the hospital, yeah, I did some work to help her get up out of there. I've done, you know, generational curse breaking work for my family. What happened?
It's 8 seconds. They up by 2.
Is this the game?
Yes.
I told you he about to win that shit. I told you he about to win that life. So her son is playing LSU right now. He's the youngest coach in the country, and he's about to upset LSU. I pulled for her earlier, and I told her that he was about to come up off this shit. I told her.
If he can hold for 8 seconds.
He got
So
it.
what is it? Is it tied?
No, he up by 2
Oh shit!
with 8 seconds, and they got the other. He got the ball.
Oh, come on, man. Y'all
They
killing
gonna
me.
make it.
Y'all killing me, Smiles. Nah, they gonna get it. 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 Now I want to stop the line. Like, fuck y'all. But nah, seriously though, your self-love altar, you can do all your work. Your love work there. Do your beauty work. You trying to lose weight, you can do work for that. What happened?
Nothing. It's
Oh,
they about to.
It's intense, y'all. It's intense. Shoot, I need to roll something up, Lord. All right, I'm acting like it's my son. But yeah, seriously, y'all can do all that at your self-love altar. Like, do a self-love altar. Like, a lot of y'all be wanting to get stuff done and get certain things. They talk about you got them nervous on a lot. But yeah, self-love is where it starts. Okay, so I want y'all to really focus on that. Like, don't just be doing love. Just don't be doing love work. Like, do self-love work. That's really, I'm trying to tell you, it really helps. It really helps.
The point of this retreat is
Yeah.
to show y'all like that.
Self-love. It's not about that. That's why I didn't really focus too much on love work. I'm focusing on beauty. Like I said, I'm about to do some work. So when y'all see my skin popping, y'all gonna know my work is working. Y'all gonna be like, oh, Harley's job is working. Because I ain't never did work specifically for my skin. But I'm about to. Because I'm tired of my fucking face breaking out. And I've never had to really worry about breakouts before. Like, I've always had really good skin. So that's how I'm like, all right, it's time. I try to do it the normal way, but about to put some magic up in that shit. 10-10. What is it?
They ain't bring the ball and they setting up a play.
They said who? The other team?
Both teams are setting up a play.
How many seconds left?
1.2.
Put that shit out of here. He's about to win. Fuck that. It's over.
They put 1.2 seconds on there.
It's over.
0.8,
It's over. He won. We speaking
run
that.
that shit back.
He already won. He about to be crazy. He about to be blowing your phone up.
6-6 victory and success. It's over.
He done.
It's over.
I already told him. I already told you he was gonna win. He about to get a whole new job. They about to ask him to be their coach.
Come on, son.
But yeah, do y'all have any more questions for me before I get off here? Because I don't want to just leave y'all hanging. Tomorrow's workshops will be private. Okay, I will make sure that they're private before I go on. And if they're not private, I will cut it off and go back into that shit is private. Because this was not supposed to be shown. But it's cool. So now y'all can kind of see like what we're doing here. Okay. But the y'all three workshops, Luna's, Drea's, and Ebony's workshop tomorrow are going to be private. And as well as he won. He won. He won.
He won.
He won. I told you.
That is the biggest ass upset.
I told you.
Oh my god.
Stop playing with my cards. Undefeated. Cards undefeated.
Oh my gosh.
You can't fuck
You
with
know how
it.
fucking big that is?
Yeah, I told you.
Oh my
He got the
God.
fucking Ace of Pentacles and the Ace of Wands. Yeah, that nigga about to be up. Tell him I said what's up.
That's my baby.
Tell him I said what's up.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Yes, I told you he was
God.
gonna win. I didn't know it was tonight. Shit, I thought it was another night. I thought we was talking about another night. I didn't know it was tonight.
Yes.
All right, though. So that's a good little thing for the live. So that shit was supposed to happen. So your son just beat LSU,
My son just beat LSU.
and he's the youngest coach in the country.
Youngest coach in the country.
Youngest head coach in the country.
And
So
African.
yeah, can't beat that. Can't beat that. I'm proud. And even my son, but
Yeah.
mother to one, mother to all. But yeah, guys. All right. If y'all have any questions, please email me. I will go ahead. If you bought the live stream, I will make sure to email y'all the books that I use. Hopefully y'all learned something from this. That's super amazing. Very proud. Yeah, people are giving you your props. Good job, Mom. I'm about to burn my candle on my job. Shit. Start working on my skin right now. So hopefully y'all learned something. But yes, if you are if you did book the live stream tomorrow, you'll be able to watch my performance and the rest of the burlesque show as well, because I will be filming everyone else's. Obviously I couldn't film my own shit, so that's why we had a little bit of a little shit, but everybody else's will be on point because I'll be behind the camera. Yes, you did. You learned some shit. Good. That's good. That's good.
You're gonna learn a whole bunch more shit tomorrow.
Yes.
So. Be tuned.
I felt that. Yes, they better help me. I wish my spirits would. Yo, Andrea was doing a damn seance for me the other night. Her lights kept flickering. I was so angry with my spirits. Her lights kept flickering on or off. Like her lights would not stay on. Because I was so angry. Like, bro, stop playing with me. Y'all better stop. And they gave me what I needed because I was hot, bro. I was like, I think your lights keep going on off because I'm angry with them because they playing with me, trying to be all yeah, she was like, can y'all please stop messing with my lights? I said, nah, fuck that. I'm mad. Trying to be all incognito and mysterious. Fuck that shit. I need real answers here. Give me what I need. So I got a little bit of a plan. So we're going to work on that. Can't wait till you perform. Good luck tomorrow. You got this. Oh, I know. Yeah, I'm going to kill it. Definitely. My outfit going to be looking good. Got the shoes I want. So I'm excited. I just want to get it. Not get it out the way. I want to do it. I'm excited to do it. So that way I can say I did it. But yeah, I'll see y'all tomorrow, okay? Thank y'all for coming on. And yeah, like I said, I hope y'all learned something. If y'all do have questions and you bought the live stream, just email me and I'll get back to y'all. Some of y'all didn't get back to me with what y'all want from Fenty for like the first 7 because I hit y'all up and asked y'all. So if y'all got a message from me asking y'all what y'all want, please let me know because my credits are expiring in a couple weeks. And I got 13 of them bitches. So I'm trying to get, I'm gonna be mad as fuck if I got 13 credits and them shits go to waste. I'm gonna be mad. Now I'm gonna have to hurry up and buy a bunch of shit that I'm probably not ever gonna wear. But all right, y'all. Peace out. All right. I emailed my, what do we get to choose? Just choose like one thing. Like I say like, it's probably like, I think each credit is like $50 or some shit. So I say like don't go over 30. I say don't go over 30. So don't be greedy because you ain't gonna get the shit. I ain't Santa Claus. All right. Peace, y'all. I'll talk to y'all later.